Welcome back, y'all, to the Wenzilla Reboot. I am Wenzilla. I am your host, your toy artist, your toy concierge, and today we're going to do a Star Wars original story, once again, written by Fanboytone. He's also going to be narrating this, so we have a lot to go over. We're going to go over his story of Lurx. Lurx, that's his name. We're going to go over his story. I'm going to take you guys on a little tutorial, do a little bit of weathering on this guy. I already got him painted up. Boom, he looks wild, right? Yeah. So I'm going to do a little bit of paint on him. I'm going to give you guys a little tutorial on the weathering. And I do about a 3 or 4 step process. 4 step, 5 step, 6 step, who knows. We're going to do a lot of weathering. We're going to go over it. There's going to be toy photography, like I said, and then a narrated story. So stick with it all the way to the end. Check it out. Leave some comments down in the comment section after the description where you see everyone's links. That's even my links. That's DUBBZ Links, who does all the music, produces all the music for this, and then my dude, Fanboytone. So check out all the links down there, and then in the comments section, if you'd be so kind, leave some comments on what you guys think about this, and what you guys think the creature is going to be, because he is in a group of 4. There's 4 dudes in this. So you got Super Duper Trooper guy that was in this, Super Duper Mud Trooper, who is in this group, so stick around. We got a lot going on, and yeah, I can't wait to get this crew done and have like one big final hurrah with them. So we got, this is our second character for this. We have one more after that, the leader after that, and then the creature. The creature that is in this group will probably be with the leader. So without further ado, we're going to jump into this and let's get some weathering done. Almost forgot to mention, I also got this new tee in. It's Crypt the rapper. Check him out. Just got this in. Actually got it from Valentine's Day from Taylor. So, got the new little bracelet too with Crypt on it. So check him out on YouTube. I'll drop his thing in here. I'm pretty sure he's doing a vote right now. You guys can check out his Spotify, check out all his social media, and they're doing a thing for the Eminem Godzilla, and he did a remix. So let's check a little bit of that out.
Fill him with the venom and eliminate him with the words I'm in him. I don't wanna hurt him, but I did him in a fit of rage. I'm murdering again, nobody will evade him. Finna kill him and don't put the fucking bodies in the lake, obliterating everything, incinerating, renegade him. And I make anybody who want it with the pen afraid, but don't nobody want it, but they're gonna get it anyway. Cause I'm beginning to feel like I'm mentally ill. I'm mentally kill it, be killed, I'm the killer, be the vanilla gorilla. You're bringing the killer within me out of me. You don't wanna be the enemy of the demon who an enemy, and being a receiving enemy was stupid. It'd be ever beating me as the epitome of a spitter when I'm in the vicinity. Motherfucker, you better duck it. You finna be dead the minute you an enemy. 100% of you is a fifth of a percent of me. I'm about to fucking finish you, bitch. I'm unfadable. You want it better? I'm available. I'm blowing up like an inflatable. I'm unavailable. I'm unavoidable. I'm unavailable. I'm on the toilet bowl. I got a cheddar full of money and a pitiful man. Stop. Mission abort. Read a report. I got my bodies on my record than the New York more. Look what I'm planning.
And yeah, if you're not into rap, that's okay, but dude is an awesome entertainer too, so go check out his videos. His videos are great. I look forward to his stuff. It comes out every other day. He either has it on there or he has it on his second channel, so please support the YouTube people out here who are doing it big. Support independent people like him. People like Crypt are the ones who inspire me to do my videos and do my thing and push and push and push, because you don't have to wait for someone's permission to be great. Anywho, let's jump into weathering this thing. Alright, y'all, so first I'm going to want to hit this guy with a little bit of black and do some of the line work and stuff, but right now what I already used was a Tamiya paint on here, a Tamiya light blue. Like I said, like the white is also a Tamiya, so this is kind of what the bottles look like. And this is the XF2. Hit it with the white, a lot of white, a ton of white on this guy. Also hit him with like some burgundy type color on the back. The chrome pen, as I've been using a lot of lately. Just kind of the chrome pen everywhere that you see the chrome. Yeah, so this is a Predator head. This was the Emissary Predator. You guys know how much I love this character. And I love that NECA brought it to life for us, even though it wasn't actually in the freaking movie. There's 2 of them. There's 1 and 2. I actually got this one, and if you guys remember that video that I did on this guy, like, I want to say like almost a year ago, it came without the shoulder pads, so I just created my own with some epoxy sculpt, and then I used a little bit of epoxy sculpt on here too. I sanded it down, but I wanted it to look rough, like he welded the Stormtrooper helmet onto a Predator helmet. So that's the whole intention behind it. So I still got to hit this with some black line work, you guys can see. So since we're going to be doing black anyway, to hit some of these areas, might as well do it right now, all at the same time. But yeah, I wanted to make pretty much a Predator Stormtrooper and give them a story and make them awesome and put them in a crew, or they're just a rough and tough crew and they're just going to go around kicking some ass. So we got the black line work done that I wanted to get done. Just hitting some of the lines real quick all the way through, head to toe. And then next up, I'm going to hit it with some of the wash. And this is just black wash. You can get this at Michael's now. Just Testers Create Effects. And I believe this is black or brown. It's all covered up with paint and different stuff. But yeah, we're going to use some of that. And then after I do that for the weathering, I'm going to add the corrosion, the rust, or actually you do the oxide first and then you add the rust. So, but the reason why it might look like I didn't sand this down good or whatever, I wanted to leave like a little bit of lip so I could like rust this out like right up in here. I thought that'd be really cool. So, without further ado.
Hey, what's up everybody? This is Fanboytone back here again with Wentzilla and the Wentzilla reboot. Got another character here we're going to introduce to you. This is Lurx, and let's get right to it. Being the biggest in the room has so many advantages, and is the best bargaining chip that you can have. That is until the chips are stacked against you. Fortunately, that's not something Lurx has had to deal with often. He had thought about joining the Imperial Army at one time, but he was so large that the recruiters wouldn't even take him serious. It was all the same to him. He had been abandoned by his parents and the parents after them. He slummed around on a few freighters, shipping perishables around the core most of his early life. Lurx didn't even care who he was, where he was from, or even what race he was. He never had seen anyone who looked like him anyways. Quiet though he was, many mistook that for being off or just dumb. He just never really cared about much and was always just a big guy swatting around other folks who crossed companions. At least it usually ended in credits too. After the large battle at Jakku and the ending of the Galactic Civil War, the leftovers became a hotspot for scrapping, junking, and making credits. Anyone who had passage wanted to be the first to pull apart Star Destroyers and sell to a bidder. You would have thought it would have made Jakku full of commerce. It did, just the wrong kind. Lurx was a natural survivor and fighter, so why not try the outer reaches of the Rim and see the wild frontier? He got passage with a small gang of lowlifes not long after and made for the wasteland. Nema Outpost was in its infancy as Lurx arrived at Jakku. It looked like one big marketplace with few buildings and many tent-like structures. Everyone was trading, hustling, selling, and buying. Water was always the most sought-after commodity and sometimes would be worth even trading with salvage. After Nema the Hutt started the outpost to be the first to filter credits to select accounts, many crime syndicates took interest as well. Though it was hard to keep everything controlled with hierarchy, everyone was getting in on the leftovers, especially Unkar Plutt, who would really end up being the guy pulling all the strings at the outpost. Not long after Lurx was off the shuttle, Unkar saw him wading through the crowd as large as a Wookiee, just less hairy. Lurx had come to Jakku to make some credits by doing some real grunt work and salvage scrap, but Unkar saw his true worth, the same everyone else saw in Lurx when they first made eyes upon him: hired muscle. The outpost was getting more and more chaotic, and Unkar had hired help, but he knew that for the foreseeable future it was going to get worse. So asserting dominance was important, even if he paid for it. As always, it was whatever to Lurx. He never cared. The pay was more than what he had seen yet, and he didn't even have to sweat hard to make it. He was hoping for some excitement, but maybe that would have to wait for now. So he could just do what he always did so far: stand around and be big.